Hey guys, this is Mistress Nightmare here, and today we'll be reading chapter 2 of The Bargain. And I'm sorry, I haven't read this story in a while due to certain issues going on. Enough about that, let's get started. Maria's nap was cut short by the sound of the front door slamming. The brown-haired girl sat up from her bed and scanned the room while doing so. The room was dark. After her eyes adjusted, Maria was able to see. Carefully climbing down the steps of the bed, and once she was safely down, she rushed over to turn on the lights, knowing who might be lurking in the dark. Once the lights were on, a wave of relief hit the young girl. Now, having a proper view of the room, she noticed that Diana wasn't in her bed. Confusion was written all over her face as she wondered what else she could be. It's 1 a.m. Why isn't she in bed? Maria mumbled to herself as she remembered the reason why she woke up, the front door. But why would she be outside? With careful steps, the brunette walked over to the door and opened it. Right away, she was greeted by the smiling face of her brother. She jumped back from the unexpected sight. "Anthony!" Maria yelled, her face glowing red in embarrassment. "Why are you just standing there?" Anthony burst out into a fit of laughter. "Dad wanted me to come and get you. He has a surprise." Maria's eyes lit up. "A surprise? Dad never planned any surprises for us. Ever since Mom had died, he's been pretty distant with us, as we were just a painful reminder of her, especially me. I noticed that he wouldn't even look at me in the eyes anymore because how my eyes were golden as hers." "Well, come on, Slowpoke." Anthony roughly grabbed my arm and practically dragged Maria downstairs. Once they reached the living room, they were greeted by the sight of a pile of camping supplies. There was 4 sleeping bags, 2 tents, 2 flashlights, and a bunch of other things that she couldn't even name. "What's going on?" Maria asked hesitantly, even though the answer was plain as day. She hoped that the supplies weren't meant for them. Maybe her dad was going on a camping trip with his friends. Probably not, but the brunette still hoped that was a possibility. "Well, we're going on a little camping trip this weekend, sweetie," her dad told her excitedly, his eyes still avoiding hers. Maria froze, not because of her dad's annoying habit of looking anywhere but her, because the realization that the dream might well come true. The young girl felt overwhelmed with her dreams that kept reoccurring. She couldn't have properly told Diana about what she dreamt about nonstop for the past years. She couldn't bring herself to do so. Diana wouldn't believe her anyway. She was just about to wave it off, saying that she was acting paranoid or something like that. Marie glared at the camping supplies. If glaring at them will cause them to disappear. "I don't think we should go camping. The woods are too dangerous. Who knows what could be lurking in the trees at night?" "That's why we have flashlights, dummy, so we can scare the monsters away." Anthony giggled, slightly noticed that how tense his sister was trying to calm herself down by shining the light of the flashlight in a dark alley in front of the house. "Oh, these lights could really go that far." Maria slightly rolled her eyes at Anthony's excitement. She turned her attention to her dad. "Will Diana have her finals coming up soon? I don't think we should go. She needs all the time she could get studying, especially since this is her last year of high school." "Don't be ridiculous, Maria. Your sister has been studying nonstop for the past few months. I think she can use a break. Plus, we're going to a camp. We'll be camping for 1 night." Her dad was frustrated with her. Maria knew that was for sure. She knew she couldn't stop talking, but she was quite fed up too. Why do you care so much? Ever since Mom died, you've been so distant with us. Sometimes you don't even feel like we have a dad anymore. Why do you want to suddenly connect with us now? Maria couldn't help it, but she felt so angry at how her dad has been treating them for the past few years. She felt tears water in her eyes, threatening to fall, but she didn't let them. Or at least she tried her best not to. Her dad just stood there unsure what to do. He stayed like that for a few moments, looking at his daughter, actually looking at her in the eyes. After so many years, Diana and Anthony looked at the two, unsure what to do. Okay, Anthony, Diana said quietly, picking up the 6-year-old in her arms. Let's get you to bed. With her sibling out of the room, Maria couldn't help but feel afraid. What was her dad thinking? Why is he saying anything? After a couple of minutes of awful silence, her dad sighed and removed his glasses and placed them on the table where the supplies laid. He slowly walked over to Maria and sat down on the couch behind her. She sat down next to him, waiting for his response. Marie, you have to understand that I have my time to grieve too. It took you 3 years to look at me in the eyes again, Dad. 3 fucking years. Her dad's eyes widened, not sure of the sound of his daughter swearing language. Language, my ass, Maria thought as she continued to glare holes into her father's head. If you have seen the way your mother died, you will have more than 3 years to recover. Then how did she die? Maria's voice was softer this time. Her mother's death has always been a secret from her and her 2 siblings. No matter how many times they asked their dad before, he would never answer, as we didn't really need to know. You don't need to know. Of course, that was the answer she got. What was she expecting? Just please go along on this camping trip. It's very important to us. Without saying anything else, her dad got up and headed upstairs. The brunette stayed on the couch, sitting. Something about her dad's word gave her the chills. What did he mean by us? He could have been referencing to her and the other siblings, but Maria had this feeling that it wasn't her siblings that he was referring to. Tap, tap, tap. Maria spun quickly to face the window as she was sitting beside. The young girl looked away and shook her head. It must be a branch, Maria tried to convince herself, but looking out the window again, she noticed how still everything was. There was no gust of wind to blow the branches against the window. She got up from the couch. She swore she saw something white move from the corner of her eye. Probably it's just her imagination. Hey guys, you guys made it to the end of the video. I'm happy to hear that. Before you watch the next few videos coming out soon, please hit that like button, comment, subscribe to this channel if you guys want more creepypasta fanfictions out there. If anyone has any more creepypasta fanfictions, please leave it in the comments box below or commute in the community tab, since I'm currently looking for more creepypasta fanfictions out there to read to you guys. Until then, bye!